The road to Detroit for the boys of Blissfield makes a stop in Madison Heights tonight. Fresh off their district title win, the Royals look to add a regional championship to their trophy case. Lenawee Sports coverage of Michigan high school football playoffs starts right now, only on LSN.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
We've got a tie atop the LCAA standings.
Count that baby in a foul.
The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the Breslin Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.
Lenawee Sports and the Michigan High School Athletic Association proudly present high school varsity football tonight. The Division VI championship is on the line as the boys of Blissfield look to punch their ticket to the state's Final Four. And as always, it's all part of the season-long race to our state championship. Good evening, friends. I'm Zach Dillon alongside Austin Andrews. Tonight we are watching Michigan Collegiate take on Blissfield Royals for the regional championship game. Now, Austin, how do you think Blissfield's going to fare? Because this is the first time that they've gotten here in 10 years.
Blissfield, it's going to be interesting how Blissfield does. They're going to have to keep their defense together because Michigan Collegiate scores a lot. They're just dominant. So Blissfield is going to have to keep their defense together and help score some points.
Now, Blissfield is led by the freshman quarterback, Gavin Gannon. How has he done this season, and how do you think he'll do tonight?
Gavin Gannon has done very well this season. At the beginning of the season, not so well, but now he has grown. He's learned how to throw the ball and make plays. He knows how to read the defense. He's just a great quarterback all around. So I feel like Gavin Gannon is going to do very well today.
Now, Michigan Collegiate has been undefeated nearly since they've been a school. How do you think Blissfield's going to take them on tonight?
I think Blissfield's going to take them on very well tonight because Blissfield has the hunger to win. Like you said, they haven't won in 10 years. So now they have the hunger and the want to win tonight.
Now, Blissfield's coach, Coach Love, has come a long way in his 3 years here at Blissfield. How do you think he's going to do tonight, and how do you think he's going to lead his team?
Mr. Love's going to coach very well this game. He knows his ins and outs. He knows Michigan Collegiate's background. He just knows. And I feel like he's going to do very well in this game. And talk about Coach Love, here he is right now. Coach Love, how's your team overall going to fare against Michigan Collegiate?
Well, I think we'll do just fine tonight. You get in the playoffs and, anybody, a lot of people say anything can happen. At the end of the day, we had an awesome speaker come over last night to Blissfield, and he reminded our kids that everybody's currently 2-0. I heard you guys talking about the records and this, that, and the other, but right now it's a brand new season. Everybody's 2-0, and we just got to play football tonight.
Exactly. How is your defense going to fare when out of 34 touchdowns, 32 of them have been on the ground from Michigan Collegiate's quarterback?
Yeah, there's no denying what that young man can do. We've practiced hard this week. I feel like we got a game plan that can contain him. I'm not sure if it's shutting down is the correct word, but contain and make him do some other things that maybe he doesn't want to. And our kids are excited to get out there and look, who doesn't like a challenge? So we're in the regional finals. It's not, in my opinion, it's not time to sulk and moan. It's time to figure out how to get things done. So we'll figure out how to get things done.
All right. And how's your offense going to do? Do you have any trick plays to win this game today?
No, I don't know trick plays. We haven't done that all year. We've stuck to what we know and what we've practiced on the field and what we've executed well on the field. That's got us here. I don't think trick plays are necessarily what we need to be doing. We better stick to what has got us here.
All right, and good luck tonight.
We'll be right back with the opening kickoff after this. You're watching Michigan's high school football playoffs, only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Lenawee Sports Network. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Lenawee Sports Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played. We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive, sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers, helping student athletes develop,
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should be positive role models and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets proclaimed the most bursting Indian gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And this is Usher Ranger alongside Zach Dillons. And this is Blissfield versus Collegiate, Michigan Collegiate.
Number 8 for Columbia Central, for Michigan Collegiate receives the kick. Jamar Green for a nice return down the sideline. That brings up 1st and 10 at about the 45-yard line for Michigan Collegiate.
And they have great field position against this Royals defense to start out for their opening drive.
That was a great return by Jamar Green.
It looks like there is some confusion on the field from Michigan Collegiate.
They're looking for a game ball.
You guys can't be shaking. Like shaking your legs, you can't do that.
The refs are still talking. Let's see what the problem is here.
There's just a lot of confusion. I don't know. They can't find a game ball or what?
I don't know. Oh, there we go. There we go. We now have game ball. The ref can now spot it. Great way to start a football game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You know, start out kind of be quick, and now it takes 5 minutes just to find a game ball.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
And the Royals are ready. Little rotation here from Michigan Collegiate. They're in the shotgun formation.
And Collegiate's quarterback, Tracy Hubbard, to take the snap. And it is a QB run off the left side. And he gets to the Royals secondary, but is brought down by number 26 for the Royals. That would be Spencer Kleperick. Excuse me.
And that would be a Michigan Collegiate first down. And Michigan Collegiate is showing dominance against this.
The hurry up,
defense.
and it is the same power again. This time, the Royals stop it early. That brings up 2nd and about 9. 2nd and 10.
And now let's see what Michigan Collegiate can dish up for the 2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 43-yard line.
Talking with the sideline now.
Clock is moving.
Hubbard takes a snap, but there is a flag on the play.
I believe it'll be a delay of game.
And that it is. That is a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Let's see what Michigan Collegiate will do here. See if they'll keep it on the ground or if they'll pass it.
Hubbard the snap, keeper. And that is good to bring them back to the original line of scrimmage.
And Blissfield looking like they're
now 3rd and 10.
Yes, and Blissfield looks like they're containing the run. Looks like they're containing the run early. Michigan Collegiate had a great run play the first down, but now they're just not being able to run the ball very well right now.
Line is set. And Hubbard on the keeper again. Gets to the outside, and he is brought down by number 12, Nicholas Milner.
And it looks like it'll be just short. And Michigan Collegiate will elect to go for it.
Their dummy snap count did not work. Under center now. And he drops the ball, but it appears the quarterback did get back to the line of scrimmage.
But it will be a turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 Royals.
It will be a turnover. All right. That was a nice defensive stop there by the Royals. They obviously fumbled the snap, and let's see what they can do now with that.
Yeah, this is just big change for Blissfield Royals. Let's see what they can use this momentum.
Ganun to the line now, and that will be a handoff, but there is a flag on the play.
Let's see what happens here.
Number 4, Clay Winchell on the carry. Excuse me, number 14, Jacob Spino on the carry. And that is a 5-yard penalty. Now 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line.
And let's see what Blissfield can dish up on this 1st down 15.
Ganun sends a man in motion. And he rolls out to pass.
Being rushed.
He has to throw the ball away. Nice pressure from Collegiate. Doug Rogers on the pass rush. That throw draws a flag, intentional grounding. That backs the Royals up even further into their own territory.
Wow, this is interesting. If Michigan Collegiate can stop them right now, they'll have one great field possession and have a chance to score. Let's see what Blissfield can do on this drive. And Blissfield getting to the line.
2nd down and 30 for the Blissfield Royals. Ganun drops back, sends a man in motion, takes the snap, and it is a handoff to number 5 on the outside.
Yeah, looks like it'll be a 7-yard gain, it looks like.
Josh Eisenman with the carry. It is still 3rd and long.
Let's see if Blissfield can work some magic on this Michigan Collegiate defense.
Flag on the play now. That will be an offsides on the defense. Appears to be number 50 who jumped.
Let's see if Blissfield can do anything on that mistake for Michigan Collegiate.
3rd and 25 now. He drops back. Ganun throws to number 5, who is hit midair, and the ball goes incomplete.
And Ganun was rushed on that play.
Intended receiver Josh Eisenman.
And it looks like the punt team will come out.
That was a series of unfortunate events there for the Blissfield Royals.
Yes, they're just going further back because of penalties. If they didn't have those penalties, they'd be definitely closer and possibly been able to do something.
Devin Slush at punt. And the ball is away. The ball goes out of bounds at about the 50, Michigan Collegiate's ball.
And let's see what Michigan Collegiate offense can do on this drive, where they did get a turnover on their last drive. This game is definitely looking like a defensive game. Don't you agree?
So far, yes, it is. I'm eager to see how the Blissfield Royals can contain this Cougar offense.
Yeah, so it would definitely be interesting to see what the Cougars do, too, because the run did not work very well on their first drive.
Hubbard takes a snap, and it is a pitch to the outside, and he is stopped in the backfield. Run there by number 8. Jamar Green. He brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah. So Blissfield is holding strong on the run. Let's see what Michigan Collegiate will do. Will they keep with the run or change it up a bit?
Hubbard takes the snap with power, quarterback power. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
But
however, there is a flag on the play.
And let's see who is on.
The refs are talking. And it appears that the Cougars are backing up now. That was a penalty on them. Let's see what they call it. False start on the Cougars.
That'll be like 2nd down and 15. Let's see if the Cougars will keep it on the ground for the 2nd down and long.
Hubbard takes the snap, drops back to pass. Good rush there by Blissfield. And he is throwing it incomplete.
And the quarterback looks hurt.
He does appear to be hurt. Tracy Hubbard.
He gets up. He looks fine. He's a little limpy.
We're going to throw it to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. They are tied.
Tracy Hubbard with the option to their big running back, Doug Rogers, who stumbles his way all the way out to the 45.
It'll look like it'll be fourth down and 6. Right? And it looks like they'll elect to punt. Josh Eisen, number 5, back to receive.
Josh Eisen. The kick is good. There was some pressure there by the Royals defense.
Yes, he was rightfully close. I think he would have moved his arms a little to the right there. He would have blocked it. But it looks like the ball went out around the 27-yard line.
You know, there are a lot more penalties than I would expect from a regional playoff game.
Yes, there are. You would think they'd be trained to not have as many penalties as they have.
More discipline.
Yes. Let's see if Blissfield will get more penalties on this drive.
Gannon is under center. Handoff to Chapless. And he is brought down for a very short gain. Brings up 2nd and 7. Royals coming to the line now.
Gannon is under center.
That is a handoff to Chapless.
Yep.
That brings the ball to the 39-yard line.
That'll be a first down and 10 for the Royals. That was a pretty strong run play from Blissfield there.
It was.
Let's see if Blissfield will keep it on the ground for this play.
Gun on the snap. Handoff to number 14, Jacob Spino. That brings up 2nd down and 8.
And let's see what Blissfield will do on 2nd down and 8. Ball is on the 41-yard line.
Royals come to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be an I formation.
Gano drops back. Pass to number 5, Eisenman. The catch is good, and that'll bring it down to about the 46-yard line.
And that was surprising. Do you agree? Everyone would think and run, and they sneak a pass in there. How do you think that play was?
I think it was good for a first down. It was a good throw by Gannon and a good catch by Eisman.
And let's see if Blissfield can catch Michigan Collegiate on their heels a bit, as it'll be first on 10 on the 46-yard line.
Gannon under center. Sends a man in motion. Handoff to Spano, who has a nice, powerful run out to the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Rose gained some success on the run game early. Let's see what the Rose will do on this 2nd and 2 play.
Here come the Royals. The snap. Handoff to Chapius, who is stopped in the backfield by number 3, Doug Rogers.
And that was a good defensive stand by Michigan Collegiate, which will make it 3rd and 3. Let's see what the Royals can do on this play.
3rd down now, as the Royals come to the line. Handoff to Eisenman. Makes a man miss and is good for a 1st down. Royals.
That was a perfect reverse on Blissfield's part. Everybody thought it was going to be up the middle. And Eisenman making some room and getting that 1st down.
So how do you think the Blissfield Royals can prepare? And because they're coming into this game as the underdog, how can they perform and really, beat that role?
Well, they need to come out strong. They need to establish a run game early to set up bigger things in the game and try to score and they got to keep ahead. Michigan Collegiate is not a pushover team. They have proved that in the regular season and the playoffs. So Michigan Blissfield just has to stay ahead and be able to keep their offense on the field.
That appeared to be Lucas Coopshaw on the run there.
That'll be 2nd down and 10.
That's a pitch to Eisenman, who is stopped in the backfield by number 13 of the Cougars, Tracy Hubbard.
It'll be interesting to see how Blissfield can get themselves out of this 3rd and long.
Royals come to the 35-yard line. Fake handoff. Fumble taken by number 50 of the Cougars, who is taken down to the 28-yard line. That was Reggie Muse on the carry, on the fumble recovery.
And that was a huge mistake by Blissfield. They give the Cougars a lot of yardage to work with right now, and let's see what the Cougars can do on this 1st and 10.
That fumble was forced by Doug Rogers, number 3. What a momentum change.
Yes, definitely. Let's see what the Cougars do.
Number 12 on the carry now.
Oh, wow. Looks like it'll be a fumble recovery by Blissfield.
That is a fumble recovery. Nathan Chapius grabbed the ball.
Wow. 2 mistakes in a row. Now let's see what Blissfield can do to come back from that turnover literally not even a minute ago.
This has been a roller coaster of emotion so far.
Yes, it's like the tables turn one way and now it's back another. It's interesting to see who will get a grip on this game, as it is still 0-0. Blissfield ball.
Ganun sends a man in motion. Handoff stopped in the backfield by Tracy Hubbard.
And right now, Michigan Collegiate just has to stop Blissfield, because they stop them, they'll have great field position to possibly put points on the board.
We now have 10 seconds winding down in the quarter. It appears the Royals will just let the time run out. We're going to throw it to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. The score is 0-0, and the Royals do have the ball. And this game is just up and down for Royals and Michigan Collegiate. Don't you agree, Zach?
I do. A collective, I have my notes here, collective 40 yards and penalties already.
Oh, that was a big mistake by Blissfield. And they already have a turnover.
Gannon with the handoff. Chappius gets barely back to the line of scrimmage. Blissfield has made it this far, even though they've been outscored by opponents 266 points to 257. What do you think about that?
I think it's surprising that Blissfield has made it to the regionals, and it is interesting to see how they made it. But let's see how they do it against this Michigan Collegiate.
Gannon fakes the pass, and he is hurried and forced out of bounds deep in Blissfield Royals territory.
Well, that Blissfield O-line really has to get their act together. They need to have more time for the quarterback to work his magic like he usually does. And Blissfield elect to punt, it looks like. And let's see if Michigan Collegiate will go to block this punt.
Slusher's punt is away, and the Cougars let it roll to about the 40 until then he takes it back. It's a short game. Cougars now take over.
Well, unsurprisingly, the punter actually brought down the returner on this play. Let's see what Michigan Collegiate can do on this 1st and 10.
And again, that was Devin Slusher. Collegiate comes to the line now. The quarterback run by Hubbard, who is stopped.
Actually, it looks like it'll be a loss of 1. 2nd and 11.
I'm almost speechless. That was a big hit by number 55, Ty Pappenhagen.
This is just showing how containing the Royals are for the run. Let's see if Michigan Collegiate will change it up to pass.
Hubbard takes the snap, handoff to the outside. Ooh. A big hit by number 12, who keeps running, and he is forced out of bounds at the 1. What a run there by number 12, Jaquez Hall.
Wow, what a hit. Did you see that hit? Geez, that hurt me. I'm all the way up here.
That was an awesome run. He trucked the guy, kept going, and did a spin move, a little shake and bake, and dove for the end zone, but he just missed it. Let's see what they do here now on 1st and goal. Hubbard on the quarterback power, and that is good for the first touchdown of the night.
That was a good run play by Michigan Collegiate.
Let's see what they opt to do now. Appears they will go for 2. Hubbard on the left hash. Takes the snap. Quarterback power. He cuts it back for the 2-point conversion. We're going to send us to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are back. This Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game is 8-0, and Blissfield will be receiving.
Eisenman back to return. That kick is deep and fielded at about the 15-yard line. Tries to get to the outside. He cuts it back for a nice return to about the 35-yard line.
And let's see if Blissfield can do anything with that great return. They have not been able to start any magic in the past drives.
Blissfield comes to their huddle now.
Let's see what Galant can do, and see if his O-line will be able to hold up against this Michigan Collegiate defense.
The line comes to the line of scrimmage. Ganun is under center. Sends Eisenman in motion. And that is a handoff to Eisenman. To the outside. Shake and bake for a gain of 4.
Oh.
They're going to mark it about the 41-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Royals.
And let's see if the Royals will be able to finish on this drive. They have been so close, and they just haven't been able to find that end zone.
Getting on the handoff to number 28, Lucas Kupshaw, which is good for a first down.
And it looks like it'll be placed around the 47-yard line.
Here come the Royals. Gun on our center. Handoff to Kupshaw again, who is stopped for a gain of 5.
Carry up the middle, gain of 6.
And the Royals again showing how powerful their run is. And let's see if Michigan Collegiate defense can start something.
The Royals finally crossed the 50-yard mark. Now on the 48, brings up 2nd and 4. Ganon hands off to Chapius, who gets out to the 45-yard line.
Number 4 on the carry for a gain of 2.
44-yard line, correction.
Yeah, looks like it'll be about a 3rd and 4. And Blissfield has not been having a lot of success on the pass today, have they?
No, they haven't. They've gotten a big rush by the Michigan Cougars.
Let's see what Blissfield does here.
Getting on the handoff to Coopshaw, and he is fighting his way to the 44-yard line. Brings out 4th and 1.
Yeah, it looks like the Royals will actually go for it on this 4th and 1. Let's see if the Cougars will keep their guard up and stop them short for this 4th and 1.
Michigan Collegiate stacking the box now. Ganon hands off to Coopshaw, who crosses the line of scrimmage for a 1st down.
Coopshaw on the carry, gains the 1st down.
And that was surprising for the Royals. They got something moving. And looks like the ball will be placed on the 43-yard line. Let's see if the Royals will pass on this 1st and 10.
Royals come to the line now. Ganon under center. Dropping back to pass. Quick pass to Eisenman. Caught!
That is a huge catch by Eisenman. He definitely got some hops on that. And
that is good for a Royals 1st down.
And Ganon showing his accuracy and his strong arm there. Let's see if the Royals will run it on this 1st and 10. It looks like the ball is on the 32-yard line. And how surprised were you? That was definitely a big play by the Royals.
It was a good catch by Eisenman. Got his feet down, secured the ball. Good for a 1st down. Coopshaw on the carry. That is good for a gain of 4 or 5.
It looks like girls are just doing their basic offense, power against power.
We have a player down. So we will throw to break. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire, but you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
And we are back with this Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 8 Michigan Collegiate and 0 Royals. But Royals do it. The ball is 2nd and 5, ball on the 26-yard line.
Juanez Lindsay came off the field with an injury.
And the Royals coming to the line.
Filling in will be Dominique Harris. Royals to the line now. Gun on under center. Hand off to the outside to Chappius, who is brought down by number 5, Jameer Cannon.
And it looks like it'll be a 2-yard gain.
That brings up about 3rd and 2, correction. With 5 minutes left in the half.
And let's see if the Royals will keep on the ground and try to get this short yardage. Because Coopshaw has been showing a little success on the run.
Collegiate showing pressure. Hand off to Coopshaw, who crosses the line of scrimmage for a 1st down.
Wow, Coopshaw showing some strength on that run. It'll make it 1st and 10. Ball is on the 17-yard line.
Ganun comes up to the line of scrimmage. And he has a quick screen pass to number 5, Eisenman, who is in for the touchdown.
Wow, that was a big play for Royals. I don't think Michigan Collegiate saw that coming, do you?
It appears not. It was either a blown coverage or they just didn't see him on the outside.
Yeah, let's see if Bliss will try to tie it up and go for 2, or they'll just go for the extra point, which it looks like they'll go for the extra point. Number 80,
Alden Cox with the kick. The kick is no good.
And that kick was almost blocked.
We're going to throw it to break now. The score is 8-6. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe. 14 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, this year she celebrated her 50th wedding anniversary.
Is that why you've taken off your jeans?
No, I've taken off my jeans to prove the link between jeans and the fight against breast cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to take off my jeans?
No, nobody has to take off their jeans, Mom, but everybody has to go to denimday.com right now. I'll explain everything. Dress code optional.
Apparently. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Learn more at denimday.com.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
And we are back with this Western Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. Is 8-6. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the half. And Royals will be kicking off.
Jaquiz Hall and Jameer Cannon back to receive for Michigan Collegiate.
And number 80, Aiden Cox, will be kicking off.
Cox's kick is up. Is fielded on the bounce by number 5. Cannon finds the break in the coverage, and he is going to take this one back for a Cougar touchdown. What a return there by Jameer Cannon.
Yeah, if you looked away for a second, you wouldn't have seen it. That kid was fast. I'm not surprised Musa couldn't stop him. He was just fast.
Seems this game has been decided almost purely on special teams.
Yes, this has been huge for Michigan Collegiate because they have been showing dominance early with the special teams.
Tracy Hubbard is in for the 2-point conversion. That brings the score to 16-6 in favor of the Cougars. There's 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half.
And the Royals will receive the kick. But what about that return? That has to be huge for that player.
Jameer Cannon, he fielded it on the bounce, and he was able to find the break in the Royals coverage.
Yeah, and that just shows how fast he was and how smart he is to find the gaps in this Mr. Royals kickoff team.
Chappius and Eisenman back to receive. And number 3, Doug Rogers, is ready to kick. Let's see if Blissfield can make some return magic of their own. The kick is off. Squib kick down the middle, fielded by number 8 for the Royals. Dean Wyman.
Let's see if Blissfield can work some magic like they did our last drive and get into the end zone.
Ball is on the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Royals.
The Royals were showing some low success on the run game earlier.
They've just been handing it to their horse, Coopshaw.
Yeah, who looks like he shows some strength because every time they hand off the ball to him, it looks like he makes a gain.
Eisenman in motion. He takes the handoff, cuts it back, gets past the line of scrimmage, and that is good for 6 yards.
And the Royals showing some success again on the ground. And let's see if they will catch this Michigan Collegiate off guard and see if they'll do a pass or if they'll keep on the run again.
Now, I think we're seeing a very different team from what we saw last week. Last week, they just handed the ball off to Chappius or Spinoa each time. Speaking of which, Chappius gets carry now. Excuse me, Spinoa gets carry now. This week, it's been all Coopshaw and Eisenman.
Yes, I think it's because Michigan Collegiate saw that coming, you know. I think they kind of anticipated Chappius and Spano running the ball all game like they did last week.
Good on our center. Hands off to number 14, Spano.
And that'll be good for a first down.
3 minutes left to go in the half. Score is 16-6 in favor of the Michigan Collegiate Cougars.
And Busher definitely wants to score before this half is over.
Gano drops back. Little slant and go by Eisenman. Hook and go. Pass is incomplete, though. Brings up 2nd down.
I think if you have caught that, that would have been gone because if you realize when the ball went incomplete, the Michigan Collegiate defender kind of tripped. So if you had caught that, that would have been a huge play for Blissfield.
Also would have been very impressive. He went up for the one-handed catch. Always like to see those.
Oh, yeah. And we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the half. It is 2nd down and 10.
Coopshaw and Chappius in the backfield along with Ganun. Never mind, they roll out. Trips look to the left side. Screen pass to number 5, Eisenman, who has blockers. And he makes his way to about the 42-yard line for a Blissfield Royals first down.
And that was a pretty good screenplay by the Royals, don't you agree?
It was. It was well designed and it worked to a T.
Yes, I think it caught Michigan Collegiate off guard how they rotated their players like they did.
A fumble, and the refs will rule him down. That was number 5, Josh Eisenman. Gain of 5.
I was close. That was close if Eisen wasn't down, and that would have been a fumble.
That it was.
And we have 2 minutes left in the half.
Eisenman in the shotgun drops back. He's looking for Eisenman. Ganun in shotgun drops back looking for Eisenman. There seemed to be a late hit there. And some words exchanged between number 2, Jalen Branch, and Eisenman.
There will be a timeout, I believe, by Blissfield.
That there will. We're going to send it to break now. Score is 16-6 in favor of the Cougars. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 16-6. Royals ball is 3rd down and 5. And the ball is on the 36-yard line. Let's see if what Royals will do with this.
Good on the shotgun since Eisenman in motion. Handoff to number 4, Chappie, a fake handoff rather. Pass to Spano, who makes his way to the sideline to about the 28-yard line. 1st down, Royals.
And there is 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the game.
That was a good play-action pass there by Ganon.
Yes, and that kind of set up the play by Spano because I think Michigan Collegiate went for the running back.
Royals hurry up to the line now. Screen pass to Eisenman. Tries to make a man miss and gets out of bounds to about the 20-yard line.
Looks like it'll be 2nd down and 4.
They're going to mark him at the 21.
And Blissfield showing their passing side. How do you think their passing has affected this game so far?
There have been a couple of nice passes to Eisenman. That one there to Spano. I think it's given them a nice gain, but I think it's mainly been their rushing attack today. Speaking of which, Eisenman drops back to pass to a wide open number 11, who goes up for the one-handed catch and just misses. The ball was overthrown. And Slusher was the intended receiver there.
And it looks like Blissfield, well, mainly the receivers are trying to go for skill points, not just going for the reception. Because that's the 2nd time now that they have gone for the one-handed grab.
I think if they could have caught that two-handed, they would have, but, both balls were kind of overthrown over the head.
Agreed. And Ganon back in the shotgun.
He drops back to pass. And the ball is overthrown again, intended for Jack Wilson. Brings up 4th and 3.
And let's see if Blissfield will go for it. And see if they'll actually elect to run it, because they have been showing a little goodness on the running side.
This would be a fairly deep field goal, so they do elect to go for it on 4th and 3. Ganon under center. And he drops back. He rolls out to his left. There are whistles, though. Let's see what they call it. We have a timeout. The score is 16-6 in favor of the Cougars. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 16-6 with 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the half. And it is 4th down and 3 yards. It looks like Blissfield will go for it.
Well, let's see what they try and do here as Ganon is under center. Sends number 3 in motion. Fake screen pass. And a throw to Eisenman. He's definitely caught, but let's see where they rue him. and he comes down with it out of bounds. That will be a first down for the Cougars.
Wow, that was close for Blissfield. If they have received that out in a clear first down, but he could not get his foot or feet on the ground, it'll be first down and 10 Cougars. And let's see if they'll be able to expand their lead, where it is already 16-6.
Hubbard under center. Excuse me, in the pistol. He takes the snap, and it is an option handoff to number 22 for the Cougars, who gets all the way to the sideline. It was a nice run there by Darren Black. However, there are flags down.
It looks like it was holding on the offense. We'll see what the refs say.
Let's see where they rule this. Flag down at the 32-yard line. Refs are talking. And it'll be a holding on the Cougars. That'll bring that nice run all the way back.
It'll be first down and 15, I believe. Oh, first down and 10.
Hubbard in the pistol. Sends a man in motion and keeps the ball, gets to the outside. A nice run there for a gain of 2. Excuse me, 6. What am I saying? Gain of 6. There we go. Appears a timeout has now been taken.
And that was a nice gain by the quarterback of the. And that was a nice gain by the quarterback on the Cougars offense.
Tracy Hubbard. He's been getting collegiate looks, so he's gonna definitely be a playmaker and a factor in this game.
And the Royals were holding up well against the run for the Cougars offense, but now they're kind of falling apart a little bit. Don't you agree?
Here come the Cougars to the line of scrimmage.
And Cougars will be in a shotgun.
Rogers and Hubbard in the backfield. Hubbard drops back to pass, and that is a deep ball for a laying out number 5, Jameer Cannon, just overthrown.
Well, if he would have caught that ball and would have stayed on his feet, I think he would have been gone because the Blissfield defender did fall.
I don't think there was a way he could have caught that.
No.
However, it was a great effort there by Cannon.
And we'll see what the Cougars elect to do on third down and short.
Rogers and Hubbard in the backfield. Hubbard keeps it himself, and he is tripped up to the. Let's see where they mark this now. We're going to throw it to break now as they call a timeout. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Oh, go for
cakes for everyone. Just one stack is what it takes, and it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
And we are back with this Michigan Collegiate and Royals game. It is Michigan Collegiate 16, Royals 6. It is Michigan Collegiate's ball, 1st and 10.
Hubbard takes the snap, rolling out to his left. He throws deep, intended for number 5, Cannon, and that is no good.
That was a close play that looked like it was almost picked off by the defense.
There was definitely contact down the field on both sides. That could have been offensive or defensive pass interference.
Yes, and the Royals showing very good passing protection against this Michigan Collegiate offense.
Hubbard and Rogers in the backfield. Hubbard takes the snap, rolling out to his left. Pitch to number 12 on the reverse, who has a lot of room to run. He cuts it back, makes a man miss, gets all the way back to about the 30-yard line on the opposite side. That was Jaquiz Hall on the nice run.
That was a very smart reverse by Michigan Collegiate.
We're going to throw it to break now as they call a timeout. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
And we are back with this Michigan Collegiate and Blissfield Royals game. It is 16-6 with 19 seconds left in the half.
Royals defense coming out on the field now. Hubbard takes the low snap, rolling out to his left. Pass intended for Cannon once again in the back corner of the end zone. It is caught, but he comes down with it out of bounds.
That was very close by Michigan Collegiate. But how about the defense trying to keep up with the receiver and shoving him out of bounds before, so that they did not get a touchdown.
That appears to be the third time this drive that they've run that same play, that roll out left to Cannon, that true run pass option.
Yes, and let's see if Blissfield can keep up with it.
Hubbard takes the snap, drops to back, rolls out to his left once more, and he is hit as he throws, and the ball is intended for number 12, Jaquiz Hall. Ball was almost picked off by number 5,
Josh
Eisenman.
That would have been huge for Blissfield's defense to get that pick off, because there really wasn't anybody there.
This is going to bring us to what probably will be our last play of the half with 6 seconds left. 3rd down and 10 for the Michigan Collegiate Cougars. Blissfield playing backed off now. And there is a timeout taken
by the Royals.
We're going to throw it to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 3rd down and 10. And we have 6 seconds left in the half.
Refs are motioning for the Michigan Collegiate Cougars to come back. And that they do. The Cougars come up to the line.
And let's see what the Cougars will do here.
Rogers and Hubbard back in the backfield. Hubbard takes the pass, rolls out to his left. Good pressure by the Blissfield Royals, and he decides to run it. Let's see what he does. He cuts it all the way back across the field. And let's see where they rule him. He dives to the end zone, and he is just shy of the goal line. There are flags on the field, however. He was just shy. What a run there by Hubbard.
Yeah, that was surprising how he cut it back, you know.
And that was holding on the Cougars, so we are going to send it to the second half. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
And we're out.
You got plans?
You bet.
$50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me.
What's going on?
Dinner.
Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plates.
Plates?
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep pedaling.
Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
The odds of becoming a successful NASCAR driver, 1 in 125 billion. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
And we are back with this Michigan Collegiate and Blissfield Royals game.
Before we get underway, we're proud to say that Lenawee Sports Network provides local sports coverage that airs on LISD TV. Overseen by our instructors and operated by our students, LSN offers live sports broadcast experience to all high school students within the Lenawee Intermediate School District. If you would like to join the team, please contact us at lisdtv@lisd.us. On the kickoff, there was a fumble that was recovered by the Cougars. What a way to start that half for Collegiate.
And let's see what the Cougars will do for this opening drive in the second half. The quarterback is in the shotgun. And it looks like a little confusion on the play.
Hubbard, Green, and Hall are all in the backfield, and it is a keeper by Hubbard who runs straight up the middle, who is pushed his way to about the 11. Let's see where they mark this.
It looks like it'll be second down and short.
So they will mark it at the 9-yard line, or excuse me, the 11. It is now 2nd and 9.
And let's see what Michigan Collegiate will do with their very good field position.
Send a man in motion, fake option. Hubbard is brought down in the backfield by a Royals player who appears to be injured.
It looks like it'll be a 3rd down and 5.
We do have an injured player on the field. We're going to send it to break here. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. HSF.net.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
And we are back with this Lister Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 3rd down and 5.
Their punter and DB Devin Slusher is now being carried off the field. And the play will now get underway. Hubbard in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. He takes a snap, fake handoff, and he tries to run it up the middle for a nice gain. Let's see where they mark it. That will bring up 4th down and 1.
And it looks like Michigan Collegiate will go for it.
Flags down, whistles blown. Let's see what they decide to call it. It is a false start on the Cougars. That'll back it up 5. 4th down and 6.
And let's see if the Cougars will still go for it for this 4th and long.
They do opt to go for it. Hubbard in the backfield. A handoff to the wide receiver, brought down by number 50 for the Royals, Austin Hall.
And it looks like it'll be Royals ball. 1st down and 10 on, I believe, the 17-yard line.
Yep, and they're going to mark it at the 16. 1st and 10 for the Royals. That was a big stop there.
Yes, it was. That's surprising. The runner that ran that play usually gets big yardage, but surprisingly was brought down short of the 1st down. Let's see.
Gannon coming to the huddle.
And let's see if they'll decide to run it, because they were showing very good plays when they ran the ball.
1-on-1 coverage back. Handoff to. Let's see who that was to. To number 28. It was Coopshaw. That was for gain of about 1.
And it looks like during halftime, the Cougars really tightened up on their defense, stopping that run. Let's see if they can keep it going when the Royals is 2nd and 9.
Gunn drops back to pass. He's being hurried out of the pocket. He decides to tuck and run it here, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage for a short gain. Be 3rd and 9 again.
And let's see what this Blissfield Royals does on 3rd and long. He really did not have any protection on that play, did he?
No, he was forced out of the pocket by a great rush by the Cougars.
Let's see if the O-line can hold up on this play. It's 3rd and 9. Let's see if the O-line can hold up against this Cougars defense.
9:45 left on the clock as the Blissfield Royals come to the line of scrimmage. Sending a man out They're completely changing formation. Gannon is deep, sends a man in motion, and a fake handoff. Keeper. Or excuse me, a handoff to Chappius, number 4. Good for a Royals first down.
Oh, that was a very surprising play, don't you think?
It was a double option play that worked surprisingly well. It was almost as if they were taking a page out of the Cougars book.
Yes, I don't think the Cougars saw it coming. They definitely put all their players, it looks like, on the left side of the playing field.
Handoff for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And the Royals showing some difficulty running the ball on 1st and 10. Let's see what the Royals elect to do on the 2nd down and 10 against this Cougars defense.
Gannon is under center. And he drops back to pass, rolling to his right. And he passes to number 5, Eisenman, but he passes out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Gannon was really rushed on that play, don't you agree?
He's been rushed all night. I mean, when he gets an opportunity to throw, it's been great. But, he's had to scramble, and he's just had to throw it away the majority of his pass attempts.
Yes, and the O-line is good. They gotta hold up on that pass protection. They have not been holding up at all, really, against this defense. Cougar defense.
Gannon drops back to pass. Thrown to number 3 is broken up by number 13, Tracy Hubbard. They'll bring up 4th down for the Royals.
And that play was almost picked off by the Cougars defense. And it looks like the Royals will punt.
Number 12 back deep, Quiz Hall. Punt is away. And fair catch called by Hall.
It'll be spotted, it looks like, on the 47-yard line.
That it will be. Cougars ball, 1st and 10. Now it is important for the Royals defense not to let this game get out of hand. They're down by 10, and they just need to stop this dynamic offense.
Yes, and the Royals have been doing very well. The only problem is the few big plays that the Cougars have been able to come up with. The Royals have been able to contain, but lately they've been having very difficulty with this Cougar offense.
3 men in the backfield.
Because a comeback here for the Royals is not impossible right now.
Some confusion going on amongst the Cougars. And that will be a flag, delay of game. Another costly penalty by this Cougars offense.
Oh, that was a big thank you from the Royals defense, having them be a 1st down and 15 for the Cougars offense.
Cougars on the ball now. Blissfield showing pressure. There's a handoff for a short gain.
And it looks like it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Jamar Green on the run. Stopped by number 77 of the Royals, Jared Bengerter.
And a keeper from the quarterback. This will be a big gain for the Cougars offense.
See where they call this. This is going to be about 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
And the Cougars showing some tempo here, trying to catch the Blissfield defense off guard.
Another keeper here by Hubbard, who is stopped just short of the first down, it appears. That'll bring up 4th down and 2.
And let's see if the Cougars offense will elect to go for it, because they have been going for it all night. But
their offense does line on the ball, so it appears they will go for it.
And let's see if they'll run it and see what the Royals defense can pull up.
Rogers to the big back in the backfield. Keeper by Hubbard, well good for a first down. Stopped by multiple Royals. However, there is a flag on the hit. Pierce Chappius and Eisenman on the hit. Let's see what they call it. Got a face mask on the defense.
You know, that has to be pretty deflating for the Royals defense. They already left the first down, and now they get a little extra yardage of their own.
A 5-yard penalty bonus there.
It'll be 1st down and 10 on the 26-yard line.
4-man backfield. Hubbard takes snap, handoff to number 3, Rogers, for a loss of yards, stopped by number 76 of the Royals, Brian Gates.
And that defense showing that pressure that they did last game against Columbia Central. See if they can keep it up against this Cougar offense.
2nd and 14 now for Hubbard and the Cougars. Hubbard takes a low snap on the quarterback power. Running to the outside, however, there is a flag down. And he powers his way to about the 19.
Multiple flags down.
We have a holding on the Cougars. And there's another flag down. Let's see what they call that. They're going to pick up a flag. So that's a big holding penalty there.
Wow, they're going way back. They're all the way back to the 45-yard line. And that makes it a second
and 24.
Wow, they're going to have a lot of willpower to get a first down here.
Let's see if the Royals defense can make this stop here.
Let's see what the Cougars will do.
Number 22 carries the ball, cuts it all the way back. Shake and bake there at the 15-yard line, and he is brought down. That was number 22.
There is a flag
Darren
on the
Black.
play.
However, there's another flag on the play.
Wow, chop block. And that just makes this huge play back for a loss.
Again, a lot more penalties than I would expect in a regional final game.
Hey, you think they'd have a lot more discipline than this?
It would. Bet will bring them back even further for a chop block. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's going to bring it to about 2nd and 40.
Wow, this is huge for Royals defense. They just got a huge break for this Cougars. It was 2nd down and 30. Oh, 40. 5. 2nd down 45.
Hubbard on the keeper. He breaks through the Royals secondary, makes a man miss, and not quite down to the first down. On a big run, short of the first down.
Oh, that was surprising, don't you think? 2nd down and 45, all the way up to 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 2 is where they're going to mark this at. That was a big run there by Hubbard.
Yeah, well, 3 big plays in a row. You think Blissfield would have caught up to it by now.
Hubbard on the keeper, cuts it back, And he is going to be marked well ahead of the first down. Brings up 1st and 10 now at the... We're going to mark this about the 13-yard line.
Wow, this just turns the table, you know. Royals had them way back because of penalties, and now they're 1st down and 10.
Handoff there to 22. He's going wide, and he is stumbling all the way down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Cougars. Darren Black on the carry.
This is what we were talking about, you know, the Cougars and the dominant running. Finally showing in the second half.
The quarterback keeper is good for a touchdown. 22-6 in favor of the Cougars. How about that Cougar offense coming back from basically 2nd and 45 all the way back down the field? What a job by Hubbard.
Yes, that just shows great commitment and skills from this Cougar offense. And this game is kind of getting out of hand for this Royals team.
Hubbard elects to go for 2. Let's see what they do. Quarterback keeper cuts it back, and he dives through the end zone, and that is good for 2. The score now is 24-6. We're going to throw it to break. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Paddington. Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear? Got your personal references, high school diploma or equivalent?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
It's right there.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are back with this Mr. Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is Michigan Collegiate 24 and Royals 6. And Royals will receive.
Eisenman back to receive, trying to get to the outside, but he is stopped about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Eisenman is down.
That was a big hit there by number 4, Reggie Nobles. But Eisenman appears to be hurt. We're going to throw it to break here. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
The odds of this boy achieving his dream in fashion? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
And we are back with this Worcester Royals Michigan Collegiate game. It is 24-6 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left of the third quarter.
We're going to give you an update here. Eisenman was able to walk off under his own power, so that is good news for Eisenman and the Royals. Ganun under center now. A fake handoff to number 28, Coopshaw, and then he gives the ball to number 3, Jack Wilson, who is brought down for a short loss. Brings up 2nd and 13.
Hey, Zach, what do you think Buster has to do to get back in this game?
Score more points than the other team is typically a good answer. I think that they need to take advantage of what this defense is giving them. They can throw it short. I think the screenplays worked out very well for them. Early on, the fullback dive to Coopshaw, that also worked. And I think if they can give Ganun some time, he can really work wonders with the offense.
Yeah, so what do the Cougars have to do to keep this team out from coming back?
Score more points is typically the good answer. Got a sense of deja vu there. As Chappius gets back to the original line of scrimmage, they need to lock down this run game, and they need to lock down Hubbard. He has been their biggest source of offense this year. We gave this fact earlier, but out of his 36 touchdowns on the year, 32 of them have been from the ground. So they needed to stop this option offense.
Yes, and Blissfield needs to just make big plays and keep coming at this defense.
We're going to throw it to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
And we are back with this Mr. Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 24-6 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the quarter.
We had to go to break there because of an injured Royals player who was able to walk off the field under his own power. Ganun's screen, wide receiver pass is incomplete, intended for number 3, Jack Wilson. He did not locate the ball.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't even know where it was.
That was a well-designed pass, or a play, rather. Ganun kind of looked flustered and then tossed the ball to, that was number 5, Eisenman, who eventually got the ball off on a decent pass, at least, to Wilson, who just was not able to find it.
It looks like Wilson will actually punch it away. Just Michigan Collegiate defense.
And that he will. The punt is away. There's a flag there. As number 12 lays a big hit on number 3, who is hurt on the sideline. There's multiple flags down, and we have an injured Royal.
Oh, this Michigan Collegiate game has just been injuring Mr. Royals teammates all day.
I like to say Jaquiz Hall has laid some of the biggest hits I've seen in a high school football game today.
Yes, that is interesting to see how this Blissfield team can hold up with this, how bad they have been hurting, taking out key players of the Blissfield Royals.
This will be an official timeout for the injury, an injury timeout.
Actually, it looked like it was kind of targeting, don't you think?
No, targeting is, I wouldn't say that. That's a hit to a head. We're going to send it to break now as they sort out this injury. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
And we are back with this Michigan Collegiate 24, Royals 6.
There were 2 penalties on that last play. There was a personal foul that was declined, and then a holding call. So that will bring the Michigan Collegiate Cougars all the way back to their 29-yard line, correction.
And let's see if the Royals can hold this Cougars offense, something they haven't in the recent events.
Run to the outside now. He's stumbling. Almost out to the 45. That is good for a first down. That was number 4 for the Cougars. Reggie Nobles. And the Cougars offense is back on the ball. There's a run to the right for a very short gain, about a yard.
And the Royals finally stopping their run, trying to slow down the Cougars' momentum, where they have a huge momentum in this game right now.
We would like to mention that Jack Wilson, the injured Royal, did walk off under his own power. So that's a good sign. Here comes Hubbard. Hubbard sends a man in motion, and there is a flag down. False start on the Cougars. That'll back them up 5 more yards. Second and about 14 now.
And let's see if the Royals can kind of pounce on this penalty on the Cougars, this second and long. Let's see what the Cougars will do for this offensive play.
Hubbard hands it off to number 4. We do have a flag down in the backfield. Hubbard brought down by number 26, Spencer Kiperick. Early signs say that this will be on the Cougars. Another chop block on the Cougars. That is a 15-yard penalty. That'll bring them back to the 29-yard line.
And let's see if the Royals can again stop this Cougars offense, or they have it in the past of this game.
Second and very long here for the Cougars, but we have seen them come back from even longer before.
Yes, let's see what the Cougars do on this very second and long play.
Hubbard snaps the ball, quarterback keeper to the right, and the ball flies out. There's a fumble recovered by the Royals.
And that's probably something that the Royals need to possibly come back in this game.
It appears that was recovered by number 77, Jared Barngirter.
First down and 10 on the 34-yard line. Let's see if the Royals can make something happen on this offensive drive.
And if the Royals really have any hope of coming back, they need to capitalize on this now. With 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the quarter, they need points. They're down by quite a lot.
18. And yes, they need to capitalize on this if they're even thinking about coming back, because time is against them right now.
Good on hands off to Coopshaw, who stopped for a gain of 1.
It'll be second down and 9 with about 50 seconds and counting in the third quarter.
Let's see what they do now.
The Royals need to make something happen here, because this is just looking like a very. They might go home with a loss with their reach.
We can't count out Blissfield just yet.
No, they definitely have. They have a little bit of time left, but not much.
Ganun snaps the ball, rolling out to his right. Deep pass intended for number 7 is completed to about the 15-yard line.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Royals. This is big for the Royals. The Royals need to keep with this momentum to get something going.
Spencer Horkey on the catch. Brings 15 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see what the Royals intend to do.
Looks like they'll just let the clock run out.
And that they will.
And the score is 24-6.
We're going to throw it to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are back with this Worcester Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. And it's 24-6, but the Royals do have the ball. It's 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line.
Gannon drops back to pass, and it is picked off. Picked off by number 12, who brings it all the way down the sideline. He's eventually shoved out of bounds by number 2, Gavin Gannon. That was a big interception there by Trayshawn Adams, number 25.
And that was a big mistake by the Royals, trying to force it in there, kind of. But the defense of the Cougars kind of showed their height and pick it off.
Now, we haven't mentioned him much by name, but number 25 for the Cougars has laid some of the biggest hits tonight.
Yes, it has been interesting how big of hits he has made. Just laying some people out.
Here comes Hubbard. He takes the snap. Handoff to his big back, number 3, Doug Rogers, who stumbles all the way out to the 30-yard line.
And right now the Cougars, all the Cougars have to do is run the clock down. You know, just run the ball, keep it down, you know, try to score a little bit, but they honestly just need to run that clock down and just get this game over with, you know. It'll be interesting to see what the Cougars do. They're in the shotgun formation.
Hubbard checking his wristband. See how he chooses to go about this. Low snap, hands off to Rogers again, who finds a hole and busts into the secondary, and he takes his defender to the 1-yard line. He steps out of bounds just before he goes in.
Well, that's what I've been doing all night, where they just get him out of bounds before he gets a touchdown.
It appears he had room. He just thought he was out of bounds. Or he thought he was good, rather.
Now it's 1st down and 1.
1st down in inches.
Yeah, this is kind of a gimme for the Cougars offense right now. Let's see what the defense can do with their backs against the wall. Little confusion, it looks like.
3 men in the backfield for the Cougars. And that is a fullback dive that is good for a touchdown. Brings the score 30-6 in favor of the Cougars.
And I don't know, I wouldn't count Blissfield yet, but this game is looking pretty over right now.
You never know. There's still 11 minutes and 4 seconds of football left to play, so it could very well happen.
Yes, all depends on what Blissfield does. See if they can come back in this game.
So I expect to see here a quarterback keeper by Hubbard, which has really worked all night, especially on these 2-point conversions.
Yes, I think they're 100% right now for their 2-point conversions.
And make that another one. Score is 32-6 in favor of the Cougars. We're going to throw it to break here. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate. We're 32-6 with 11 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game. And the Cougars will kick off to the Royals.
Number 11 for Michigan Collegiate back to kick. And Eisenman and Chapius back to return. The kick high and away. Fielded by Eisenman. Makes a man miss. Finds a small hole into the return team. And he crosses midfield. A good return by Eisenman.
Yes, and maybe, just maybe, this will be enough to jumpstart this Blissfield offense to where the Blissfield offense last possession did result in a turnover. Let's see if what Ganon will do with this drive. And the Cougars have been pretty dominant this game, only allowing 6 points with this Blissfield offense.
Ganon under center now. And he hands off to Chapius, who is stopped way in the backfield by number 26 for the Cougars.
And it looks like the Cougars defense was just waiting for him, like they knew what was going to happen.
That was a well-designed blitz there by the defensive coordinator.
Yes. And we'll see what the Royals do on this 2nd down and 11 play. Looks like they'll start in the I formation.
Ganon hands off to Eisenman, who finds a nice hole into the secondary. And he is stopped about the 36-yard line.
And that was a pretty big gain by Eisenman.
First down, in fact. 1st and 10 Royals.
And we'll see if Blissfield can keep this drive going. Maybe get into the end zone.
Ganon comes into the huddle, and the huddle comes to the line of scrimmage. Ganon lines up in the shotgun. Passing formation for Blissfield. Screen pass to Eisenman, and the ball is almost picked off. It was tipped by Eisenman, almost picked off by number 5 for the Cougars, Jameer Cannon.
Wow, that basically been a game over if the Cougars will have picked that off. But luckily, Royals still had another chance. 2nd down and 10.
9 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Eisenman in motion, fake pitch. Ganon back to throw and is caught by number 26, who gets just across to the 1st down marker. It's 1st and 10 by the Royals.
Wow,
catch there by Spencer Kaparik.
Well, that was pretty big by the Royals offense, showing some gainage in the air. And it looks like the O-line is finally getting their P's and Q's and kind of holding up.
Ganon hands off to Coopshaw, who is stopped just short of the first down. 9 minutes left in the game.
Royals are definitely feeling a little urgency with 9 minutes left in this regional game. And they're going to have to definitely start scoring and doing big plays to be able to come back from the huge deficit.
Hand off to Coopshaw again, who is stopped at the line of scrimmage. It is now 3rd and 1.
And we'll see if Blissfield will be able to get a first down with 3rd and short.
Here comes Ganun. The Royals come to the line now. Ganun under center, 2 men in the backfield. And handoff again to their fullback, which is good for a first down. Perrick on the first down run.
And we'll see if Bush will be able to finish. I believe this is like the 3rd time they have been in the red zone and hasn't really been able to come up with points. We'll see what Blissfield decides to do with only 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game.
Handoff to Chappius. However, there is a flag down. Let's see what they call it. It will be on the Royals. We're going to repeat first down. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
It'll be first down and 15. And that pushes the Royals back. Let's see if the Royals can make some yardage on this one. It's first down and 15. And they only have 7 minutes and about 20 seconds left of game time.
Ball on the 18-yard line. Ganun, the snap is good. He rolls out to his left. He's looking and he decides to run it. And he gets down to the 11-yard line, it appears.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. That was pretty good running by Ganun. But not as good running, of course, as the Cougars quarterback. Let's see what Blissfield can do on the 2nd down and 10. See if they can actually score against this Cougar defense, which has really answered for all of Blissfield's tries. Don't you agree?
I do. 2nd and 9 now as they come to the line. Ganun under center. And he's rolling out to his right. He's looking for number 26, who is caught, and he is stopped by the Cougars defense. Let's see where they mark this. Park on the catch. They're going to mark this at 3rd and 6 with about 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to play.
And Blissfield really needs to score right now on this drive, because if they score, they might have a little bit of juice to possibly come back in this game. And the Royals coming back to lead this offense.
Here come the Royals. Two receivers out. And Ganun takes the snap, throws, looking for 26, and that is overthrown.
That'll be 4th down and 6. Yeah, I'm surprised he threw that ball. There were three defenders right around his receiver.
Well, it appeared he had no other option than to just throw it away. The pressure by the Cougars was
too great.
Was too great.
and they will have to go for it with time at 6 minutes and 12 seconds.
The Royals call a timeout here. We are going to send it to break. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe. 14 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, this year she celebrated her 50th wedding anniversary.
Is that why you've taken off your jeans?
No, I've taken off my jeans to prove the link between jeans and the fight against breast cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to take off my jeans?
No, nobody has to take off their jeans, Mom, but everybody has to go to denimday.com right now. I'll explain everything. Dress code optional.
Apparently. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Learn more at denimday.com.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
We are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game. It is 6-32. And we have 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game.
4th and 6. This is all on the line for Blissfield. They're changing formations, trying to catch the defense off guard. Gannon alone in the backfield. And he fumbles the ball at the 10-yard line on the reverse. Chappius picks up the fumble. However, it will be Michigan Collegiate first down.
And there are 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in this game. The Royals are going to have to push very hard on defensively to try to get this offense, this dominating offense, if you will, off the field. We'll see what the Royals will try to do to stop this Cougar offense, where the Cougars are in the, it looks like, 10-yard line.
Quarterback takes it on a keeper, run to his left, and he picks up about a 4-yard gain. Six minutes left in the game.
And right now, the Cougars, all they're trying to do is run down that clock for this Blissfield so they can't come back.
Hubbard and Rogers in the backfield.
And let's see what the Cougars offense will do now.
Hubbard takes the ball. Handoff to the outside. Number 3, Doug Rogers makes it to the first down. Now 1st and 10 with about 5 minutes left in the ball game in favor of the Cougars.
And the Royals are going to have to do something, get a turnover, something in order to get this game possibly, and just a big possibly, come back in this ball game. With only 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in this game.
Hubbard motions a man and gives it to the motion man, who finds a way to the outside. And he is stopped just short of the 45. That is a first down for the Cougars.
And surprisingly, he runs out of bounds, which does stop the clock.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Score is 32-6 in favor of the Cougars.
And Michigan Collegiate is in the shotgun formation.
Hubbard takes a snap, and it is a keeper. And he's got a small gain of about 3 yards. And let's see where they mark it.
Right now, Michigan Collegiate is just running the clock down, you know. This is kind of bread and butter offense. Just run that clock down. Watch Blissfield leave with a loss. And let's see what the Cougars do with this play.
2nd and 7 now. We're just running down the clock. And Cougars in the I formation. And they hand off to Rogers, who trucks his way for another Cougar first down.
And it will be 32-6. Cougars ball with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game. Ball is on the 42, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. Cougars in I formation again. They slowly run down that clock.
Harper takes a snap and handoff. Fumble. And let's see who recovered the ball.
It looks like it will be Royals ball.
It is the Royals ball.
And they have 3 minutes and 9 left to at least tie this game. But it will take a lot of willpower and quick yardage to get this offense on the field.
They're going to place the ball at about the 40-yard line.
They have to get at least 26 points to tie.
26 points in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a tall order for the Royals.
Oh, yeah, especially how they have been playing today. It's looking kind of impossible for this offense. Well, let's see what.
And whistles are blown. And that's going to be a timeout for the Royals. We're going to throw it to break here. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate game, and it is Royals ball 32-6 with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left of this football game.
Gannon under center. And he takes the snap. Handoff to the outside to Chapius, who picks up a nice gain for the Royals.
Surprisingly, they ran the ball. You know, that runs the clock down even more, so they're going to have to really hurry to the line because they only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game.
They do decide to huddle, and here they come. Gannon takes the snap. Handoff to Coopshaw, who picks up a Royals first down.
And we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game.
Score is 32-6 in favor of the Michigan Cougars.
Yes, and the Royals are going to have to start passing or something, getting some big plays on the field because right now they're just running down the clock. They're basically, I want to say killing themselves, but they're putting themselves down.
Gannon hands off to Coopshaw again, and he gets taken out at the knees. But it appears he gets up just, he does appear to be hurt. We're going to throw to break now. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
And we are back with this Blissfield Royals and Michigan Collegiate football game. It is 32-6 with only 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this game.
Coopshaw did have to be helped off. Appeared to be a knee injury, knee lower leg.
I do not believe he'll be back in this game.
Gannon under center. Handoff. And he is stopped for a loss of yards. Chappius for a loss of 1. 3rd and 4.
And the Royals, it looks like they are just running on the clock, you know. They had 3 minutes left when they started. Now they have 1 minute left in this game. So I don't know what they're doing, but let's see what the Royals do in this play.
We're down to the final minute of this game. Gannon hands off to number.
Looks like
number 1.
Andrew O'Brien.
Andrew O'Brien for the first down.
And they have 34 seconds left in the game. Ball is on the 22-yard line. And they have about 25 seconds left in this game.
And it appears the Royals are just going to let the clock run out. They come to the line with 7 seconds.
And this game will be over. It is Michigan Collegiate 32 and Blissfield Royals 6. And for the entire Lenawee Sports crew, I'm Austin Andrews saying thank you for watching this evening. The Michigan Collegiate are the 2017 Division 6 regional champions and move on to the state semifinal round, being the Blissfield Royals by a final score of 32-6.
Thank you so much for watching and your continued support. This will conclude our 2017 fall season coverage. Have no fear, the Lenawee Sports crew has just gotten warmed up. The winter sports season is upon us, and LSN is happy to announce we'll be covering boys and girls basketball, along with wrestling for the 2017-2018 season. From our family to yours, we would like to wish you all a safe and happy Thanksgiving. We'd also like to remind you to get connected to LISD TV on Facebook and Twitter for LSN's upcoming broadcasts. Also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube and subscribe to LISD TV's channel. This has been a presentation of LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
You've got a tie atop the LCAA standings. Count that baby in a foul. The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the President's Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.